Hey everybody, it's me Marquita. Me and Gary is sitting here. We were watching Pondering Politics with Josiah, and we were watching when he was reacting to Brian Tyler Cohen when he went on the Piers Morgan show, and that got me ranting. Y'all know I can talk. And I was telling Gary because, like we were saying, like, and we're in agreement. Me and Gary is. So we're not arguing. And what I was saying is, if you hear the story of Stalin, you hear the story of Putin, you hear the story of Trump, you hear the story of Gary Mussolini, all of them, and Mao. The only difference between each one of them stories, the only difference between all them stories is where it happened and the year that it happened. That's the only difference. But it's the same story across the board. And if you don't know the story, go back. Do your due diligence. Listen to the story. Do your own research. And like I told Gary just now, if I'm in the wrong, like I said, I don't know what I don't know. So if I am wrong, I would like somebody to prove that I'm wrong. Because I think I'm right, but I'm also in my head. I'm in my body.
Proof too.
Yeah, proof. Not that, and I don't want nobody to say, well, this person said that this is what it means. No. Because anytime I speak on anything, I try to always have the video proof. Because, like I said, I might not be right. And me saying this, being, not political. What am I trying to say? Not polite. Gary, what am I trying to say? Diplomatic. I'm trying to say this diplomatically, not calling out any one person. But when a couple of people in my personal life, when they come to bring me different things, counteracting what I'm saying, is always secondhand information. What I mean by that is, if I put up a video of Trump, of Fox News, of Piers Morgan, of anybody, Mika and Joe, and I'm only naming them specifically because that's who I recently have seen. When I see that they say something personally, I mean, when they say stuff, and then I then see on Pardon Politics, and I then say, and I do see on Brian Tyler Cohen, when I do see on David Patman, on Luke Beasley, of them showing thus, and Midas Touch, when they then show the video, which Midas Touch says that they're not playing Trump on their channel, anyhow, respect. But when they do show videos and clips, yes, I know it's not the full thing, it's just a clip of them people, and I'm only saying them people because I'm saying the people that explain what Trump said, and they don't show what he said. So when Josiah, when Joe, when Luke, not Joe, when Josiah, when Luke, when Brian, when David, when Ben, Jordy, what's his name? What's his brother's name? I forgot the other brother's name. Anyway, when they say something, if there's video, and forgot about the other guy, the AF, legal AF. I forgot what his name. Yeah. Anyways, when they say something, they literally show a video. Like I said, Ben said that he's not gonna show video. He's not gonna show Trump, but his brothers that are Midas, that are part of the Midas Touch, they do show videos. And if it's not the brothers, if they don't show anything, somebody else up under the umbrella of the Midas Touch do show the clip of Trump, of Fox News, of Joe, of Mika, of whoever saying the said thing out of their mouth. And if I don't understand, because like they show a clip and then they say their 2 cents. And like I said, I don't understand everything. And I can stand 10 toes down to say that I don't understand about it. But when I say something and somebody comes back and say, nope, that's fake. Nope, you're wrong. And I go, okay. I'm thinking we're having a conversation, right? I mean, if somebody tells me I'm wrong, I would think that would give me the right to rebut what they say, to question them. Okay, well, what am I wrong about? Because if I am wrong, I will then apologize and I would then correct myself. That's how I have ever asked. But then when I'm told that, oh, that what I said was wrong, okay, well, how am I wrong? Well, because this person said XYZ. No, you said that I'm wrong because I said I agree with this clip. And it's usually, or I disagree with this clip. Like I said, I know it's not the full video. I know it's not the full statement. But what the clip is of whatever, I agree or disagree with. And I give my 2 cents. Because it's out there. If you don't want nobody to critique what you say, I would think not to say anything. I mean, I would think, because people, and I know I am literally just speaking into the ether. And nobody probably hears this, but it's getting it off of my chest. And if so happens somebody hears this, or so happens somebody sees this, okay. If nobody does, at least it's off my chest. Me saying all that is, if you say, let me just throw out an example, that, and I'll say, okay, because this all started because I was telling Gary about what I was watching Pondering Politics with Josiah. When Josiah was reacting to Piers Morgan, and when Brian Tyler Cohen went on Piers' show, and when Piers was like, it's wrong that Biden pardoned Hunter. Okay, let me come at it from two reasons, from two sides of the coin. Personally, I don't find nothing wrong with it, because that's his son, that's his only child. And if y'all know about Joe Biden's life and you still have a problem with it, my opinion, you're evil, you're sick, and I hope that never happens to you. I really do. I do not wish no ill on you or your family. But if you're okay after it, okay, let me calm down, because I'm getting evil. If I was Joe Biden, I would have never said that I'm not going to pardon my son. And that's me personally. If what Hunter did warranted him going to jail, I think Hunter should have went to jail. I don't think that he should continue being harassed, him continue being prosecuted for a crime that he served. Let's do a what if. If he did do something and he did need jail time, he served his jail time. Okay, after that, leave him alone. Me hearing his charges for the tax, right? Him filing his taxes late or whatever. He paid his taxes, right? MC Hammer owed, and why am I bringing him into it? I'm sorry, Hammer. I'm bringing you into it because I'm an 80s baby, 90s kid. Hold on. I'm gonna bring him in. I got you. When he owed the IRS millions, Biden or Hunter owed the IRS a couple thousand. Now I know that couple thousand, hey, that's a lot for me. A couple hundred's a lot for me. But I'm poor. But he paid the outstanding our bills. But okay, and this is where I'm bringing Gary into it. Trump, same thing. He owns millions. Is he in jail? No. He literally just got his fucking case throughout. And he owes. He still owes. Did not pay. He paid China taxes for the 4 years he was in office. And he paid the United States a goose egg. He didn't pay the United States no money. But he paid his taxes in China, but he didn't pay his taxes in the United States. Why didn't he pay his taxes, Marquita? I will tell you, Marquita, because he rigged it to if you make over $400,000, you don't have to pay taxes. Who makes over $400,000? The top 1%. Who's in office right now? Who is he putting in office? The top 1%. And why is he putting him in office? Because the tax bill that he passed in his 4 years is becoming due in 2025. That's why he ran, because he didn't want to go to jail, because he wanted all of his cases to be thrown out. So I then say, personally, I have no problem with Joe pardoning his only living child, because this man lost his wife and his daughter, could have lost his 2 sons when they got into the car wreck. That car wreck took Joe Biden's wife and his daughter's life. But his other 2 sons, his other 2 kids, his sons, were also in the car. In that same car. And thank God that they lived. And then his son, Beau Biden, was in the military, went into the burn pits, got brain cancer, and died. So yeah, I have zero zero problems with him parting his only living child. That child, yes, was addicted to substance. That child, yes, did lie on a gun application. Yes, that son, that child did evade taxes. But that child is also 5 years clean. That child also paid his back taxes. That child also was willing to pay for his pay for his crime of lying on a jail application. Joe Biden was like, you lied on the jail application, you got to get a gun application. So on your gun application, you have to pay the price for that. And the price for that, for anybody else that name is not Hunter, name that's not Biden, or that is not in certain neighborhoods, I'd be nice about it. Will only have to do but probation. But they won't Hunter to go to prison for years. When nobody, and I'm not gonna say nobody, most people that did that have lied on gun applications did not do jail time. They got probation. Especially first-time offenders. And he was a first-time offender. People that evade taxes. Some do go to jail. But if you're a first-time offender, and I know Michael Cohen was like, I was a first-time offender, I went to jail. Well, no, that was personal. Mike, I'm about to call him Mike Lindell. Shit, Michael Cohen, or not? Is that his name? The lawyer. Anyway, when you testified against Trump, they took it personally, and they jailed you for your first time offense because you no longer was up under the crooked umbrella. You spoke out against the fat Don. I said it. He's fat. I'm fat. And everybody, oh, he's fit. Where? Where is that man fit? He's old. He's fat. He is senile. And I say that with my whole chest. He has sundown. Bitch, I have sundown sometimes. I tell everybody, after 8 o'clock, my brain shuts down. But see, I'm not trying to hide that. I know that I don't need to be in a job that requires me to be sharp at all times. He is. He needs to be able to make an executive decision at the drop of a dime. But if he's having sundown, he can't make a clear and executive decision because his brain is not working properly. And this is coming from somebody that in real time, I know that my brain is not working properly. I know this from first hand. Where was I going with that? Because I done weaved, and I don't know where to wove back to. What was we talking about, Gary? Because I went down the wrong trail. See, I'm admitting that I weaved. I don't know where.
Pardon.
Huh?
You're talking about Hunter Biden getting pardoned.
Oh, okay. So, and I said personally, I would do that with my only living child. Yeah, yep, I would. In a heartbeat. Now, with me saying that I would pardon my child. If I was Joe, I have zero regrets to pardon my only living child because he tried to stay out of it. Nobody is hearing, or they're choosing selective hearing. The world is having selective hearing when it comes to Trump, because they're like, he shouldn't pardon, Biden shouldn't pardon Hunter. Okay, but also Kush, or sorry, not Kush, went to school with a guy named Kush, Kash Patel, literally is saying, I'm going to attack everybody that was against Trump. Trump says, I'm going to attack everybody that was against me. Why wouldn't he pardon his son? Like I said, Joe did not stop the investigation. Joe was like, if my son has to do jail time, okay. But see, no, what y'all were mad at is when you looking at everybody, you realizing that what he did, other people didn't do jail time for. When it got personal, they did jail time. And Joe was like, I want him to be able to be held responsible for his actions. Fairly responsible. But when you are coming at it in a vindictive way, no, I'm not going to let you do that to my baby boy. He is all that I have. Biden, Joe and Camille do not have kids together. And I don't think, Jill, that's her name. When I call her Camille, sorry, my bad. I was thinking of Prince Charles and his wife. My bad. They don't got no kids together, but of course they got back together. And you know what? Why am I going down the realm of? I ain't got nothing to do with the British Parliament, or not with the British Crown, whatever. I was going down that avenue. I could, but Jill and Joe don't have kids together. I don't even know if Jill has kids. I don't know. I don't know her personal life. I only know Joe's personal life because I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, my point of it is, I don't forgot what I was going. But okay, so Joe was like, yeah, if he got to go to jail, he got to go to jail. But if somebody in his same bracket only got probation, why does he have to do jail? That's unfair. Like I'm willing, like if somebody in his same bracket had to go to jail, then yeah, he had to go to jail. But that's not what's happening. Y'all wanting to throw this man in prison because of what? Jealousy? That y'all are not hung like a horse? I said it. I don't know. I didn't see the uncensored pictures. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, she likes looking at it. Hey, what you working with, Hunter? You got Marjorie drooling. And she wanting to show everybody. She wanting to show all her friends. Wanting to put it on billboards. Okay, Hunter. I'm just saying, giddy up. Marjorie. You know what? See, I'm going there. Let me pull it back. Let me pull it back.
That was 11 years ago.
Huh?
That was 11 or 12 years ago that Hunter did that.
Yeah, 11 or 12 years ago. Yeah, way past. Paid his taxes. Been clean for 5 years. Okay. Or more. That's all I'm saying. And then people are like, well, why wouldn't you pardon? Because we just went 4 years. We just went through 4 years of them trying to impeach Joe, of them trying to throw Democrats in jail. For what? Nobody can come up with anything. And then people are like, oh, y'all were going after Trump unfairly. Where was that unfairly? Did he not deny the 2020 election? Yes, he did. He literally still is to this day. And see what nobody is hearing. And if y'all watch this episode, I think he did it on Saturday, yeah, or Saturday or Sunday. When he did that interview with that woman, he literally said, I quote, and you don't take my word for it, look it up for yourself. But I quote, said, I did not lose the 2020 election, and Joe did such a horrible job as president with the country. Okay, if you didn't lose the 2020 election, right? So that meant you were president, right? How did Joe do bad with the economy, according to you? How did Joe do bad with the economy as president if you're the president? You're not Joe. There you go. He don't know who he is. Gasp. Gasp. I said it. Dementia. He don't know who he is. He thinks he's Joe Biden. By his logic, he is president. But Joe Biden did bad with the economy as president.
It's the best economy there's been.
But it's the best economy. Okay, let me tell you something else that he said. I still have a concept of a plan for health care. And Obamacare is terrible, and I saved it. The woman then said, you told your legal, you told your, what was it? Gary, what is it? You told your legal team, you told your legal advisors to get it shut down, to get rid of it. He did said, out of that mouth of his, yeah, I tried to do that legally, but I physically saved it. How do you physically save something that is not an object? You legally try to get it shut down, but you physically saved it. Now let me tell you, and I said this last night. Say that Gary got cancer, and his cancer, in which he did. Let me bring it back real life. Gary had cancer. He had esophageal cancer, and that's like me saying I verbally told his cancer to leave, but hold on. How did I say it last night, Gary? I verbally told him that his cancer is gone, but legally it got cut out. Physically, his cancer got cut out, but I verbally told it that it was gone. How am I going to verbally get rid of his cancer when it physically got cut out? How would that make sense? I said, nope, you don't got cancer anymore, but it physically got cut out. His cancer is visibly gone. It's physically gone, but I verbally told it to leave. Make it make sense. How are you going to legally shut something down but physically save it when it is not an actual object that you can hold in your hand? You can't physically save something that is not a physical object. He said that. And people are like, yep what? All this is proven. I'm not going to post any clips because I'm on my tablet. I'm just saying. You got anything else to say, Gary? Because
the other way to word that with the cancer is not to legally try to get me kicked out because it's making it rough on you.
Yeah.
But physically, you want to keep me here to keep me safe.
Yeah. It's like people just, they hear what they want to hear, selective hearing. They don't hear that he literally have been for the last 12 years. For the last 12 years, we need to get rid of Obamacare. Huh. The ACA, right? Ain't that what it is? The AC something. Whatever it is. The Affordable Care Act. So, yeah, ACA. We need to get rid of Obamacare but keep ACA. Okay. I'm not even good.
The only issue with that is it don't have anything.
Yep. Even though people think that his economy was better when it was Obama's economy, everybody is like, no, he was great in 2020. Huh. Why do y'all think that he's great? Because he gave y'all a check with his name on it when if it wasn't for the Democrats to force him to give relief money because he did so horrible with the pandemic, not the epidemic, the pandemic, meaning it affected the whole world and not just the United States. So he did so horrible with the pandemic, not the epidemic. He did so horrible with that. And with tariffs, oh, his beautiful word, as he say, tariff is such a beautiful word. I love it. Nobody used it. No, you didn't use it, slow face. You didn't use it because you didn't know what it means. You still don't know what it means. You still don't know what it means. But okay. So when you did tariffs on China the first time, what happened? Why did you have to give over, what they say, $5 billion to the farmers? Why did you have to do that, Trump? I wonder why. And when he tells this story, oh yeah, the farmers came with tears in their eyes. That's his favorite thing. Everybody got tears in their eyes. And I believe that they did because the people, the farmers said, I don't want the money. They said that because the farmers said that they did not want the money. Not because they didn't want the money. They didn't want the money because they grew the soybeans. They grew the cotton. They grew these crops that they could not sell. If you have ever farmed, you will understand what they're saying. They had acres and acres of land, of soybean, of cotton, of corn, of stuff that they could not sell. Why couldn't they sell the stuff that this is their livelihood? They literally had not bundles. What am I saying? Not barrels. Crates of rotting food because they couldn't sell it. Why couldn't they sell it? Because China's like, you put tariffs on me, we're not going to buy from you. Why are you not going to buy from me? Because of Trump. Got in his little feet and wanted everybody to fight his battle. He did tariffs on China. And China stopped buying the food from the United States farmers. The tariffs that Trump put on China affect the United States farmers. And so what did he have to do? He had to give the farmers the money. And the farmers said, I don't want the money. They said they did not want the money because they wanted to sell the product. The product that they literally months to grow. It took months to grow. It took hours to pick, to farm. Their pork, they had to slaughter their animals. And if it don't get sold to their sellers, it's sitting on their land rotting, going bad. That's why they said they didn't want the money. Because they took time, months out of their personal life to grow the product, to farm the animals, to slaughter the animals, to sell. That's why they said they didn't want the money. They weren't saying it because they're too proud to beg. They were saying it because it's like, I raised 3,000 pigs. I slaughtered the 3,000 pigs, and I don't have any buyers for it, because our biggest buyers for these products that we personally grew for these personal buyers. You grow what you sell. And when he did tariffs, his sellers are like, we're not buying the product. That's why. And we're going right back into it. He wrote checks because the pandemic closed the world, not the country, the world. Everywhere. It closed it down. Yes, gas was cheaper because nobody was going anywhere. The border crossing was less. It went down because everybody was sick. The world was closed down. I know nobody's not going to hear it, but at least I got it off my chest. You got anything else to say? I need to eat because my blood sugar and my blood sugar's dropping, blood pressure is rising.